another exciting edition of the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast. I am your host, Davo. With me today, we have the Kells.
Evening, Governor.
We have the Andy.
Hello, Ladle Brainers.
We don't have the Allison.
Aww.
Yeah, I know. She's she's doing what Allison does.
Selling Mary Kay Cosmetics out of a driveway?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And we also have the substitute sensei, Barry.
Thank you, everybody. I am excited to be here, as excited as a chihuahua on meth.
That's pretty exciting.
Wow.
I've owned a chihuahua.
I was going to say, I'd forgotten about that until you brought it up. You had a chihuahua one time.
I did.
I don't remember the dog's name.
Ren.
That's right. From Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, she was bananas. Well, due to popular demand,
LB5K and the Hizzy with the official Brain Ladle rules. 1 subject. 6 categories. 4 questions in each category, 10 points a pop, bonus points here and there. Final question, worth up to 100 points. Most points wins. Mic drop.
I mean, he's got it down to a science.
Really is amazing.
Barry, take it away.
Well, Davo, you know how much fun you had with that D&D episode?
I did have a lot of fun with that.
And how much everybody else struggled?
Yes.
Well, I thought about doing a game of other role-playing games, but then I thought, nah, that's not happening. By the way, that episode did remind me of a great Lewis Black Harry Potter camp video that you ought to watch, where he shows kids playing Quidditch. And he comments that those poor kids might as well start weeping about the prom now. And
how dare you?
He knows you. He really knows you.
Well, tonight's episode the theme is Richard by any other name just might be a dick. And it is all about Richards, Rich, Dick, whatever the name might be. So that's the theme.
Okay.
Well, if you're ready, the first category would probably be science or anatomy, but I'm just kidding. The first category is TV.
Oh, bless
TV
you,
dicks.
sir.
Yes. So that
I'll take
everything has to do
Cinemax
with
for
those
400 ballots.
Oh
everything
my
has to
gosh.
do with names of people. So question number 1, Michael Richards, actor, writer, TV producer, comedian, is widely known for his portrayal on Seinfeld. What was his character's first and last name? You must have both for 10 points.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Okay, let's start first with Kells.
I believe it's Cosmo Kramer.
All right, and Andy
Cosmo Kramer.
and Davo.
Cosmo Kramer.
That is correct. It is Cosmo Kramer. Question number 2 in TV. He was born on December 21st, 1965. This American comedian actor's first regular TV role was on the short-lived but influential Ben Stiller Show. In the mid-1990s, he had a long run on NBC's News Radio, and then a supporting character role on Less Than Perfect. He also had a very short-lived program on MTV. Name him.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in?
Okay, let's start with Andy
Andy Dick.
and Davo
The jokes write themselves, so I don't have to say them. Andy Dick.
and Kels.
Andy Dick.
That is correct. Well, question number 3 in TV. Born in 1964, she rose to prominence for her roles as a child actress on Nanny and the Professor, later escaped to Witch Mountain and returned to Witch Mountain. And she appeared as a character in The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Name her.
Oh, wow. I don't have a clue.
Yeah, I don't either.
All right, I'm locked in with a guess.
Okay.
I'm locked in with a guess.
I mean, it's the only name I can think of that might fit the category. So
I think
I'm
we're
locked
thinking
in.
the same thing, Kels.
All right.
It might
Well, let's
be.
start first with the Davo.
The Davo guessed Denise Richards.
All right. Kels
Denise Richards.
and Andy.
I guessed Mrs. Richards, which is an REM song. And I believe you'll find it's probably the correct answer.
Yeah, it is not. It is, however, a sweep.
Oh, come on.
Let's face it, you never know what's going to happen on Supermarket Sweep.
Okay.
Love it.
Love it.
All right. Well, the correct answer is Kim Richards. And she starred with her sister, Kyle Richards, on Beverly
I have no
Hills.
idea who that is.
Kim Richards.
That's the
No
answer.
idea.
Richards.
Oh, I
All right.
trust you, Barry. I know you're
Oh,
not
yeah,
yanking
yeah.
my chain.
I don't fault you at all.
All right.
It's my lack of knowledge.
Question number 4, TV. The TV show Bewitched had 2 characters who played Darren Stevens. Name both of them for 5 points each and a 5-point bonus. Who played the character in the 2005 movie Bewitched?
Oh, you think I got the
all
bonus?
of these?
Yeah, I think I got all of them too.
Come on, guys.
Oh, Davo.
I know who I know.
You know the TV Darrens.
I know the movie Darren. The TV Darren.
Oh, wow.
No, I
Really?
know them, but they're not bubbling to the surface, as it were. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I'm locked in. Full
All right.
stop.
I'm just-
Davo?
What?
Has the hamster quit running yet?
It has. I got to kickstart it. I got to.
Well, you can't kick a hamster. Your foot is large compared to a hamster.
All right. Well, first let's
man.
start. Well,
Barry.
I'm on a roll here.
Okay. I'm locked in with my answers.
And Andy is and Kels is. Let's go to.
I feel pressure.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll take it slower. Davo.
Well, the Darrens, one was played by Richard Dixon, and the other one was played by Dick Richardson.
That's even better than the actual answer.
And the movie Darren, I think, was Will Ferrell.
Okay. Well, that's a creative answer, and I should give you points, but I'm not going to. But Kels.
Dick Sargent.
Oh, come on.
Dick York.
Come on.
And Will Ferrell played Darren in the movie.
And Andy.
Dick York played him originally, replaced by Dick Sargent. I thought Jim Carrey played him in the movie, but I never saw the movie.
Okay. Well, the correct answer is Dick York did play him from 64 to 69. Dick Sargent took over from 69 to 72. And Will Ferrell was indeed in the movies.
Nicole Kidman was Samantha.
Mm-hmm.
That is
An
correct.
actual witch.
So here's the thing, Barry.
Yes.
I think that since you're the substitute host, you're the substitute sensei. If you feel it in your heart, you want to reward creativity. I'm fine with that. And I think the listeners would be too.
The kissing up is really almost completely out of control with you. I mean, this is how desperate you've become. Davo, you need to just take a look around. I mean, do you know where you're going to? I mean, do you really like the things life is showing you at this moment?
You're a jerk. You're such a jerk.
He really is.
I'm canceling the edible arrangement I was going to send you.
Aw.
Well,
It's going straight to Barry.
the judges have taken it under consideration and they have said, nope.
Okay.
With the
But-
pop at the end.
We
Just-
do have a score. Kels has 35 and Andy has 30 and Davo has 25.
Hey.
So the second category is movies.
Movie dicks.
Yes. In
Every category, isn't it, Andy?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's going
I
to do
will
it
not
every
get
category.
tired
Okay.
of
He's
that
going to
joke.
4 more times.
Movies. 1978. He won the Academy Award for Best Actor. And at the time, he was the youngest actor ever to win. Name this actor. And then for 5-point bonus, name the movie.
I know this.
I got nothing.
The only actor I can think of that was young that won an Academy Award around that is Tatum O'Neal, and that doesn't fit the category. All right, I'm locked in.
I can't call it right now. I'm gonna have to lock in with what I have.
I'm gonna punt. I got nothing.
All right. Well, let's start first with Davo.
Well, it's a little known fact that when Dick Richardson was appearing on Bewitched, he was actually 9 years old. So when he won his Academy Award in 1978, he was only 15.
Wow.
And he won it for the film Xanadu.
Aha. Well, let's see if Kels might have a better answer. Kels?
My guess is Richard Dreyfuss, but I cannot call the name of the movie that it would have been for. So
Okay.
Richard Dreyfuss is my answer.
All right. And Andy?
Now Ray Guy comes in for his first punt of the day. Kick is away. There's a high twisting hang time spiral.
Well, if I would have said he was also nominated in 95 but not win, would that have helped?
In 95 and that
Oh,
I don't.
and that's the year that what's his face gave him his Academy Award. It was
Probably
really
not.
awkward.
Nah.
Can I think of somebody
What's his
else?
face? I remember good old what's his face.
I'm
That was
just
Ving Rhames giving his
yes.
that was to Jack,
Jack
Lemmon, I
Lemmon,
think.
and he
Jack
definitely
Lemmon.
wasn't
Oh.
young.
No, Jack Lemmon
And-
wasn't young. All right.
Yeah.
Well, the correct answer is, in fact, Richard Dreyfuss.
Did he win for
For what movie?
It was a Woody Allen movie, wasn't it?
It was The Goodbye Girl.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
forgot
thinking,
he was even in that.
I was
And the,
thinking
nine-
Tender Mercies, but
and
that's
the
Robert Duvall.
1995 movie was Mr. Holland's Opus. He did not win, but was nominated.
Okay.
Ah, okay.
That movie was Mr. Dreyfuss Wants an Oscar. I mean, if we're going to be real.
Probably. Question number 2 in movies. Richard Walter Jenkins Jr. was noted for his mellifluous baritone voice and established himself as a Shakespearean actor in the 50s. He was nominated for an Academy Award 7 times, but never won. He won BAFTAs, Golden Globes, Tonys for Best Actor, but he took his stage name after his schoolmaster. But he also shares a name of a knighted British explorer. Name him. And I have an easy mode, if you like.
Needed.
Oh, let me think about this. Richard Walker Jenkins.
Richard Walter Jenkins Jr.
It's crazy because I know an actor by that name.
I can't punt twice.
Well, Davo, you have a history major, so you should know about knighted British explorers.
Shit.
Yeah. Do any of them cast 5th level spells?
Jeez.
I'm
Does
locked in.
anybody? All right. You
I'll
want
take
the easy mode?
I'll take the easy mode.
I'll take easy mode.
All right. By the late 1960s, he was one of the highest paid actors in the world, receiving $1 million or more plus gross receipts for movies. He might be best remembered for his failures.
I got nothing.
Oh.
I
All right, I'll
can't-
give you
I
a
can't
further
punt
clue.
Twice in a
What?
row.
Yeah.
You know what?
Double
You
easy
sit back
mode.
down. You
Double
sit
easy
back
mode
down,
is-
Brown
is-
Nouser.
This
Just
crap, that I'm calling
His failures are relationships.
I think. Ooh, you said the 60.
I did. Late 1960s.
Locked in.
nope.
All right.
And no, but I really want to get this because it would hurt Dave on I think like a personal, emotional level. It sounds like, and I like to hurt Dave, but it's why I do the show.
Yeah.
I got nothing, and I can't punt again. All right, I'm locked in.
All right. Let's start first with Andy.
The famous actor Sir Walter Raleigh.
Aha. Yeah, he was a big actor.
Mm-hmm.
And Kels.
I totally once you gave me the easy mode, I immediately forgot about the Knighted the Knighted Explorer. I said Richard Burton, but
Not an
Interesting.
explorer.
And
yeah, exactly.
Davo, what say you?
I said Richard Harris.
Whoa.
Not an explorer.
Well, the correct answer, and I will give you the British explorer, who was also a scholar who apparently was fluent in like 12 languages. And his name is Richard Burton.
Wow.
Whoa, really?
Never heard
Yes, Richard Burton. But his failures, of course, were his marriages to Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah.
Those are really just more taking a swing at the plate, really. I mean, she's had a lot of husbands.
That's true.
He at least got
That's-
to go to bat twice, you know?
of them. Mm-hmm.
And Andy, what was it you said again? Not an explorer? Was it?
I
Did
still
hear
don't
you
know
right?
who. I still don't know who that would be.
Me either, but I got it right.
That's shares a name. Well, question number 3 in movies is this character he played the character Cecil Fredericks in the Night at the Museum films. He got his start alongside of Janet Leigh in the 1963 musical Bye Bye Birdie. Name him.
Oh,
And I do have an easy mode.
I'm gonna need it. I've
I'm
never
locked in.
watched any
Little-
of the Night at the Museum movies.
I
Very-
like those movies.
Ian loves them.
I shouldn't, but I do.
Ian loves them.
And I do have an easy mode, and it
Oh,
might qualify as a very easy mode.
Locked in. It just took me a minute to remember who he was.
Yeah, I need the easy mode, Barry.
He is best known for his role on TV and a blockbuster movie in the 60s.
That's an excellent easy mode.
Dadgummit. Yeah, no. He was in these movies, huh?
Yes, he was.
Apparently,
I
he was.
love this show. I really love this show.
Yep.
And I've seen the movie that you're referring to once, but I'm locked in.
Davo
Dick
What
Van
say you?
Dyke.
and Andy
Dick Van Dyke from Illinois.
and Kels.
Brother of Jerry, Dick Van Dyke.
That is correct.
He was, yeah, that's how he likes to be known.
Yeah, that's how he's remembered. Jerry Dyke's brother.
He was
From
one of the
Coach.
security guards there, Nick
Mhm.
Kells. One of the 3 old codger security guards that were teaching him the ropes.
Really?
Well, Andy picked up 10 and Davo picked up 10 and Kels picked up 5 on that one. So let's go to question number 4 in movies.
Oh,
All right. I like this question. This is great. As an actor, he is best remembered for his roles in The Great Escape, The Sand Pebbles, Dr. Dolittle, Jurassic Park, and the 1994 version of Miracle on 34th Street. And I do have a easy mode question or answer.
locked in.
Ah.
I am striking out in the movie category.
Much like Richard Burton did.
Yes.
Wow. Gotta take your cuts, man. Gotta get your cuts in. I'm locked in.
Take it.
You started it.
I did. Yours was great.
You want the easy mode, Andy?
Yes, please.
All right. He won 2 Academy Awards for Gandhi in 1983. One as Best Picture and the other as Best Director. His other acclaimed films were Young Winston, A Bridge Too Far, and Cry Freedom. Name him.
Oh,
I didn't know he did Cry
locked
Freedom.
in. I didn't know he did that. All right.
All right. Kels?
Oh snap! I seen a clip from that movie. I still haven't watched the whole thing, but I think he was like a judge or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe. Anyway, yeah. But Richard Attenborough.
All right. And Davo?
Attenborough.
And I assume you meant Richard by that.
Not David. Definitely Richard. The whole game's Richard.
There you go. And Andy?
Richard Attenborough.
That is correct. Richard, and he is a baron, by the way. I don't think he's quite made it up to where his brother is.
No.
So he's only a baron. But it is Richard Samuel Attenborough. That is correct.
Yeah,
I would settle for Baron.
well, David gives Richard noogies every time he sees him. You call me sir.
So So if we go to the scoreboard, we've got Andy at 45, and we have Davo at 45, and the Kels has broken out the lead at 65.
Yeah, that makes sense. Movie category, Kells leaps out
Yeah.
to the lead. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, typical.
We're going to culture you all here
Oh, God. Oh,
Oh,
God.
I could use some culture.
with literature and theater.
Come on, man. I always avoided the brown cards.
Lit and theater dicks.
Oh, Andy.
Question number 1 in what we'll call culture. He
Culture
was an
dicks.
American comedian with a no-holds-barred set, poking fun at the bigotry and racism of America. He attributed his launch of his career to Hugh Hefner, who hired him to work in the Chicago Playboy Club. He was at the forefront of political activism in the 60s. Name him. Oh, by the way, and among his writings were his bestseller, which was a 1964 autobiography, which, by the way, is great. Name him.
Locked in.
I can see his face. I'm trying to remember his name.
I got a name. It's just, I think it's too early.
Mm.
I bet I know what Davo's guessing.
You probably do. I'm going to keep that guess.
Oh, I think
Yep.
I know what he's going to guess too.
That doesn't feel good, guys.
No, because, I mean, it's solid.
I'm locked in.
Except for the activism.
Andy, are you locked
I'm
in?
locked in.
All right. Let's start first with Andy
Dick Gregory.
and Kels.
Dick Gregory.
No.
And Davo, you
Richard
probably.
Pryor.
Richard Pryor.
Why do I even play? Why am I even here?
I only knew Davo because I couldn't get Richard Pryor out of my head, and I could see Dick Gregory's face, and I kept thinking Richard Pryor.
Right,
I'm like, no, Dick Gregory's before, and Dick Gregory is much more into activism than Pryor ever was.
So
Yes.
did Dick I feel so stupid right now. Oh, so just bear with me.
Yeah, okay.
Who created Famous Amos cookies?
Amos.
Famous?
Yes.
Because
And-
I keep conflating the creator of Famous Amos cookies and Dick Gregory, so they're the same to me.
Wally
Really?
Amos. Wally Amos is, I suppose, could be a little bit, because they both have a little bit of a beard, kind of.
Yeah, because I've never seen anything that Dick Gregory ever did.
But
Well-
you could recognize the guy that invented the Famous Amos cookies if you
And-
saw him on the street.
Probably they're delicious cookies.
That's interesting.
Well,
Because I have to admit the exact opposite. I would recognize Dick Gregory in a heartbeat, but I have no
Yeah.
idea who invented Famous
Well,
Amos
you were at
cookies.
his first show, so that's not fair.
Because I'm old.
That's
And
true.
in Chicago, it was all about Chicago, really.
Right.
Yeah.
well, I read his autobiography in college, and I remember one line distinctively: "Hate teaches a man how to live. Love gives him a reason." It's a good,
Oh.
Wow.
good quote. So
I didn't
Think
see that on
about
a
it,
Famous
Davo.
Amos cookie.
now you probably won't. Well, let's culture you a little bit more
I
here.
need all the help I can get, apparently.
This composer's works are notable for complex textures, rich harmonies, and orchestration. His advances in musical language, whatever that is, greatly influenced the development of classical music. His Tristan, and I'll spell it
Isolde.
Isolde,
Tristan
is-
and Isolde.
Isolde, is
Yeah.
sometimes described as marking the start of modern music. And he has a festival that performs his works every year in Germany. I think it's Germany. Name him.
Join me.
I'm locked in.
Locked in.
I'm locked in with total guess.
All
That's fine.
right. Well, I like starting with people who say they guess. So let's go to Andy.
Wagner, because it's German.
Oh.
Oh, Andy. That's good. And that's very good German. It's Kels.
I said Strauss.
Okay. And Davo.
I said Strauss.
The correct answer, Richard Wagner.
Oh,
Wagner.
no.
I didn't even know his first name. I swear to God.
It was probably Richard.
Probably Richard.
It is, in fact, Richard Wagner.
Ricky Wagner.
Good
Ricky
guess
Wagner.
there.
This is a bizarre thing to admit. It came to me because that was Hitler's favorite artist.
You're a history major. You're a history dude. That makes sense.
Yeah. Good pull, Lloyd.
Yeah,
Well,
nice job.
you got a chance to get some bonus points coming here.
Oh, I need him.
Horror fiction author Stephen King's original pseudonym was selected as Gus Pillsbury. He then elected to go with Richard Bachman.
Oh,
And he
I was
wrote
writing down
8
Richard Bachman.
I figured you would.
Yeah.
He wrote 8 books under that nom de plume, and name any three for 4
my
points
goodness.
each. And I'll give you 1 additional point for each that you name over the 3.
Okay.
Dude.
Oh,
I have
boy.
not the slightest
When
idea.
I was 15, I could have rattled these off without even thinking about it.
Hey, Andy.
Uh-huh.
All of the famous Stephen King stuff was probably written by him as Stephen King, correct?
Yes and no.
Oh, well, hell. I have no idea.
Oh, well, hell.
With that.
I'm locked in. There's a really
Yeah, I
good
don't
collection of these called the Bachman books.
Yes, which I read like 3 or 4 times
Me
when I
too.
was in my early teens.
I'm locked in with 3 very incorrect answers.
I got 3. Give me a minute. I'm putting it back on the list. All right, I'm locked in.
Let's start first with Kels.
All right, I said Christine, Thinner, and Hard Candy.
Christine Dinner and Hard Candy. Andy, what did you say?
Well, I know for sure The Long Walk. That is a story that for some reason has always haunted me.
Still haunts me.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Possibly one of my favorite Stephen King stories.
Mm-hmm.
And I was getting it mixed up with The Running Man, which I think was also in that Bachman books. And then I started getting less sure. I have Rage, Lawnmower Man, and help me out, Dave, because I know you're a big Stephen King fan. There are 2 stories I think he wrote under Richard Bachman, and I can't quite come up with titles.
Mm-hmm.
Is one is the one about the kids on the raft in the pond or in the lake?
Yes.
And I can't come
Yes.
up with the title for that. And I think that's a Bachman book.
Mm-hmm.
And the one where is it called The Fog? Is it just called The
It's
Fog?
called The Mist.
The Mist. I knew Fog wasn't right. Those
All
2 I
right.
don't have written down because I could not come up with the titles, but I think those are both Bachman books as well.
Okay. And Davo.
Well, I have The Long Walk, The Running Man, The Regulators, and Apt Pupil.
Oh, I've forgotten about Apt Pupil. I don't
Okay.
remember Regulators.
So which was your 4th one?
The Regulators was my 4th one.
Okay. Well, the correct answers: 1977, Rage;
Good
1979, The Long Walk;
one. Nice.
Roadwork in 1981.
Roadwork was really good.
Oh,
Roadwork was
forgot
really
about
good.
that.
The Running Man was in 82.
Got it.
Thinner was in 84.
Thinner.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got a point.
85, he published the Bachman books, which you sort of referenced, but that was listed as a separate one. 1996, The Regulators. And 2007, he released Blaze.
So he wrote Apt
Okay.
Pupil as himself then.
He must have. That's what.
Doggone it.
So that does give, however, Andy got 12, and the Regulators, because you missed on the Apt one
Mhm.
as one of the 3, but you did pick up 1 point for the extra one.
Yeah.
So that would be 9.
9. And Kel's got 3.
Correct.
Nice. Thinner's a very good
Wait.
story.
He got Thinner. That's
It
so
is.
that's
Yeah, terrible movie, like most
Awful
Stephen King
movie.
stuff.
Great
but
story.
great story. Yeah.
so So, Kels, you got one correct of that, right? For 4?
Yes,
Okay,
by,
got it.
by the grace of God.
There you go. Well,
So
in
4.
the culture category of literature, he was an American author and illustrator who published over 300 books with a total sales of 100 million worldwide. His first publication was in 1949, and in 1963, he published his world's best word book ever, To Remove Any Offensive Material. Name him. And I do
Locked
have
in.
an easy mode.
I need the easy mode.
Easy mode for me as well.
Okay. His first book was Mouse's House in 1949. And I guarantee you, every kid growing up in the 60s has read one of his books.
Hey, Kels, when did you grow up?
I was a wee lad in the mid 80s.
Well, he really released the best word book ever in 1980. So you probably read them as well.
I sure didn't, because this is my first time hearing about this. All right, I'm locked in.
Okay.
I'm going to punt.
Oh,
Whoa.
Yeah.
I
All
probably
right.
should have did the same because it's going to be embarrassing.
Well, Kels, let's start first with you.
I said brother of Stuart, Richard Little, for the Mouse's House.
That's a good answer. I like it. It's not right, but I like it.
It's charming.
And Davo?
Now Ray Guy comes in for his first punt of the day. Kick is away. There's a high twisting hang time spiral.
I hope you guys can hear how hard I'm biting my lip as I rock out.
It's kind of hard not to.
Andy, what do you say?
I was a huge fan of Cars, Trucks, and Things That Go. Richard Scarry.
Are you flip the fucking table?
Oh, it's all.
I was so surprised by both of you. I knew it right away.
I was a little surprised. It is Richard McClure Scarry. That is correct.
What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
It was like a.
Wait a minute. Yeah, God, you son of.
You have the books right there at home, don't you?
I do.
Yep.
Wow. Well, we got Andy sweeping that round.
Oh, good. You want Andy to win because he's not. He's not a jackass when he wins at all.
What'd you say, Andy?
I said, pass the salt, please, Kels.
Gotcha. You might want to, take it down. It's not good for your blood pressure.
Well, if we go to the scoreboard, Davo, you got 54.
Oh, great.
And Kels has 79.
Great.
And Andy sprinted to the lead with a sweep on that with 87.
Wow. Boy, Andy.
I still got very lucky with Wagner.
Can
you did.
Just,
Well,
yeah.
you two might not like this category.
Is it music?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It is history.
Historical dicks.
Apparently, there were a lot of them. But Davo, you should do well here.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Question number 1 in history. He was King of England and Lord of Ireland from 1483 until his death in 1485. He was the last king of the House of York and the last of the Plantagenet, whatever dynasty.
Plantagenet.
There you go. Yes, him too. His defeat and death at the Battle of Bosworth Field was a decisive victory in the War of Roses and marked the end of the Middle Ages. Name him.
I'm gonna cross that one out and I'm gonna go with this one. I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
I have an easy mode.
I'm just trying to remember the number.
That's what always gets me on the Kings of England. Kings and
Yeah,
Queens of England.
old Dick York.
He was on Bewitched.
I know.
That's where he got his name.
I took a class on the War of the Roses.
I thought you were about to say on Bewitched.
That would be amazing elective.
That would be amazing. Locked in.
Let's go with Mr. Locked In. Andy?
Richard III.
Okay. And Kels?
When you first started the question, I was jotting down Richard the Lionheart,
Mm-hmm.
but then you finished, and I was like, I don't think that's him. I think he was much earlier, so I want Richard the Third.
And Davo.
Richard III.
And the correct answer, as a protagonist in one of William Shakespeare's plays, which was the easy mode, it is William the Third, or Richard the Third. William the Third. Jeez.
How did he die, Davo?
4 magic missiles.
Why? Why do I even?
Yeah, you just lobbed that one up.
I'm assuming that's a Dungeon and Dragon.
Yeah,
If you have to ask, Barry, come
you
on.
probably have kissed a girl.
I have a
Andy.
toddler.
Yeah, and we're all a little amazed at that.
Let's move on to question number 2. This might be easy, but we'll ask it anyway. What was Richard Nixon's middle name?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Haru.
Charleston Chew.
You hippie.
It's always a good day when I hear the Haru.
I'm locked in.
All right, Davo,
Millhouse.
Andy,
Millhouse.
and Kels.
Everything's coming up, Millhouse.
It is, in fact, Richard Milhouse. Very good. All right. Well, let's stick with some political history here. Dick Cheney, prior to being vice president, was a representative from what state?
Locked in.
I'm locked in.
I do not know.
That's one Cheney I like. Haru.
I'm locked in.
Have you seen the movie about him?
Vice.
What's that?
Vice.
Yeah,
No. Is it good?
Ten-
it's really good.
Okay.
It's really, really good in a very strange way. It's got a very way of. Have you seen it, Kels?
Didn't
I have
Christian
not.
Bale play him?
He did.
Yes.
Gained a lot of weight?
Sure did.
Wow.
And he actually shot somebody in the face? Total method acting.
Academy Award winner. Christian Bale.
Well, let's start first with Kels.
I said Tennessee.
All right, and Davo
He represented the great state of Wyoming.
and
Oh.
Andy.
One of the 42 states Davo has lived in, Wyoming.
Holds a special place, man. I was born in that state.
Were you really?
Yes.
All right, go Cowboys, huh?
Heck yeah, Laramie. My dad was also born in Wyoming. He was born in Cody, and was not a fan of the Cheneys growing up.
Probably understandable. All right. Well, last question, and we're going to go back to the dynasty of the Kings. We do remember the name Richard the Lionhearted. At which point, Davo, you should ask if he lived down the street from Andy. Because I'm old. Yeah. The succession of kings named Richard, what number would he be?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
All right. I'm locked in.
John Claude Van Damme was also the Lionheart too.
There was a
Um,
wrestler
locked.
named Lionheart.
I'm
It was really
locked in
cool.
with a guess.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah. Yeah, I got a guess.
All right. What's your guess there, Kels?
I just said the first.
All right. Andy?
I know he's before Richard III, so I'm guessing Richard II.
All right.
Ooh.
Davo?
And believe he was Richard the First.
He was, in fact, Richard the First.
Oh,
Very good.
At least I got the before part right.
You know,
Like a complete ass.
little trivia nugget there. He reigned for 10 years and spent a grand total of 6 weeks in England.
That is correct.
Crusading.
Yes, he was crusading. And he and the King of France were lovers.
Really?
Yes.
The heck you say?
No, there's strong evidence to suggest they were lovers. And when they would have, there were a number of times, at least twice, I'm pretty sure of, where they would have lovers' tiffs. And the French king, who I believe was a Louis, would maneuver his troops away from Richard's troops because he was mad.
Man.
Well, isn't that special?
Lovers quarrel.
Well, if we go to the scoreboard, we've got Davo with 94.
Look at that.
And the Kells has 109. And Andy has 117. It's anybody's game.
All
right. Well, let's go to music.
crap.
Musical
man.
dicks.
Well, and I'm going to start off with a 15-pointer.
Oh, boy.
And then
Oh,
the
my
easy
goodness.
mode will take it down to 10 points. All right. So here we go. He was the first person to win a Tony, an Oscar, a Grammy, and an Emmy, collectively the EGOTs. He also won a Pulitzer Prize, making him one of only 2 people to receive all 5 awards.
Wow.
Name him.
This should be easy.
Yeah, only 2 people ever did it. It should be easy. Now I'm just being salty for salty's sake. I really just am.
I have no idea. I can't think of any
Um,
EGOT winner with the name Richard.
Easy mode.
Yeah, easy mode for me.
Easy mode as well.
Okay. He co-wrote the musicals Pal Joey, Connecticut Yankee, Oklahoma, The Flower Drum Song, Carousel, South Pacific, King and I, and The Sound of Music.
Still don't know.
I could get maybe right on this.
I got
I'm
nothing.
gonna lock in.
I'm locked in.
Andy, what do you say?
Richard Nixon.
Haru.
I just wanted to hear Davo do the Haru one more time.
South Pacific is my favorite.
You do that quite well.
Thank you.
Kels?
Well, I know that those works you listed were Rogers and Hammerstein, or is it Hammerstein or Hammerstein?
Depends on what
Hammerstein.
street you live on.
Ah,
All right,
next to the Spidermans.
If you
so
live-
I went with alliteration and said Richard Rogers.
All right. And Davo,
Richard Rogers.
It is, in fact, Richard Rogers.
Oh.
I never think of I'm such an idiot.
Their first names.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to give you a shot for 5 bonus points. All right. Who is the other person to receive not only the EGOT, but a Pulitzer Prize?
Locked in.
Was it me? No.
Richard Nixon.
That was me, Tricky Dick.
I know this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got this right.
I won my Grammy for the spoken word version of The Hobbit.
Okay, we're gonna shut that down now.
There
Davo,
and
you
back
have a guess?
again. I do. Let me give me one more second there, Bear.
I would do the rest of the episode as the Queen.
Oh,
That is not an empty threat. She's here. She's ready to go.
a Pulitzer. That's the one that's kicking my butt. Oh, fiddle faddle.
Language.
Rita Moreno is what I'm going to guess. Just throwing
Rita
it out there.
Moreno.
I like Rita Moreno.
She won an EGOT.
She
That little
did.
spicy number.
Andy, what say you?
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Okay.
Hey,
And Kels?
I said Hammerstein.
Well, you're closer. Marvin Hamlish.
oh,
Don't know who that is.
Little trivia nugget for you.
I like
he did
this
a
one.
lot of movie themes, correct?
He did a lot of
I thought
things.
he was a fighter.
That's Marvin Hagler.
Hagler.
Oh, I always get those two mixed up.
Easily.
he
That
was
explains why I
marvelous.
lost so much money on that bet.
It did.
Okay. Question number 2 in the music category. He was not the first inductee into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but he did introduce the first inductee. He was an inductee as part of a group of which he was a member, and he was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 1993. Name him. And I do have an easy mode.
That is such a roundabout question. That could be almost anybody.
Except we know it's not Whitney Houston.
I do have an easy mode for you.
Give me that one. So
I'm going to lock in with my guess here.
I'm gonna take the easy mode.
Give me a minute. He introduced the first Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I mean, there's only one person I can think of off the top of my head. Oh no, two now.
Oh,
I'm locking in.
You don't want the easy mode, huh?
I'm taking
I
the
don't.
easy mode.
You want the easy mode?
I do.
All right.
I do not. I'm locked in.
He appeared in 3 Pirates of the Caribbean films.
Oh,
Yes.
I locked in with the correct answer.
Yes.
I was thinking that. Yeah, I'm locked in.
All right. And Kels
Keith Richards.
and Andy
Keith Richards.
and Davo.
He snorted his dad's ashes. Keith Richards.
That is correct.
Wow.
It is Keith Richards. Very good.
Trivia nugget in the Pirates of the Caribbean. Who plays Keith Richards' brother?
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney. Very good.
Really?
Yes. It's Paul McCartney.
very, very well done.
All right. Well, question number 3 is you're going to like this one. All right. Despite having only 7 hits to reach the Billboard Hot 100, all in the 1970s, he was a 2-time inductee into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He is featured in numerous documentaries among his other talents.
As well as other talents. Where are you going with that?
Well, that's the easy mode.
7 hits.
Well, let's
in
go to the easy mode.
1970. No. Let me. This is Barry's become the Riddler.
I could be totally wrong, but I need to catch Andy.
It's my 111th birthday.
You're not helping. I've come up with 3 other Richards, but they don't. All right, I want easy mode.
All right. He hosted and narrated children's television programs and was featured performer on a PBS
You son of a.
children's TV
I don't-
series.
You rat bastard.
I feel better about my answer now, given Andy's reaction, and because I don't know this person's real name, but I'm guessing it can't be what I have written down. On
Well,
this
say,
paper.
could you repeat the easy mode one more
You
time?
son of
He
a.
hosted and narrated children's television programs and was a featured performer on a PBS children's television series. Name him.
It's a cold place for hell for people like you, Barry.
That warms my heart, Andy.
Wow.
I'm locked in
the-
with a guess. It's just stuck in my head, man.
All right. Andy, I'm assuming you're locked in.
Yes.
All right. Let's go to Kels. What did you just say?
I'm guessing Ringo can't be his first name, but I wrote down Ringo Starr.
All right. And Davo.
It's Richard Starkey, Ringo Starr.
Andy.
Richard Starkey.
Richard Starkey.
Ringo Starr. That was.
Bum, 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 bum.
For the fans at home, it was indeed Richard Starkey, otherwise known as Ringo Starr.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Also,
man.
incidentally, a trivia nugget I've always enjoyed. In the 1970s, which Beatle had the most number 1 hits?
Ringo Starr.
Ringo. Yeah.
Ringo had the most number 1 hits.
Ringo had the most number 1 hits.
Not the
Not
first
Paul,
one.
not John, not George.
Dun, dun,
Ringo.
dun, dun, dun.
George had the
Stop it,
first
Davo.
number 1
Oh.
hit, though, right?
What's that?
George Harrison had the first number 1 hit, though, right?
Ooh.
He did in 1972.
This is My Sweet Lord.
My Sweet Lord, I think.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. Yeah.
Well,
Paul had the first solo album.
Didn't have any number 1s on it.
Well, I have been smited today.
Smoked.
Oh, Andy, you bring a smile to my face. That,
As soon as you start talking about the PBS, like, oh no.
Richard Starkey. Well, question number 4 in music. Richard Melville Hall was born on September 11, 1965. He's an American musician, songwriter, singer, producer, and animal rights activist. He sold 20 million records worldwide, and he performed the closing ceremony at the 2002 Winter Olympics. He's won several MTV awards and nominated for 6 Grammys. By what professional name is he known?
Locked in.
And I do have an easy mode.
You know
gonna
what?
need that easy mode.
I'm loving some easy mode.
Are you?
I am. I feel
I'm
good
gonna
about
need
these
to
easy
partake.
modes.
His first album was 1992. It was self-titled, with Ambient coming in 1993. And name him his single name.
A clue I would throw out there for you is another name this artist goes by is Overrated.
I would agree.
And
Totally.
it could be anybody.
I'm locked in.
Not Richard Starkey.
It's not. Well, he's got 2 names. It's not Hadaway, I don't think.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. You know, if Hadaway performed the closing ceremony, that would make it an entirely different show.
Yes, we're not closing anything, but this part just getting started. I'm gonna punt.
All right.
My love, I want to be
Well, let's go to
lover.
Davo.
The famous DeBarge.
Aha. And Kels?
Now Ray Guy comes in for his first punt of the day. Kick is away. There's a high twisting hang time spiral.
Yeah.
And let's go to Andy with Mr. Overrated.
Moby.
The correct answer is Moby.
You know, I would agree with you.
Yeah, not a fan.
Overrated.
I've
I'm
never
trying to think.
understood. I've tried because the critics love him. I've really tried, and now there's nothing there for me.
Well, we if we go to the scoreboard, we now have a little bit closer game. We have Davo still bringing up the rear at 119,
Woo.
but the Kels has 129 and Andy 142. As we go to the last category, which, as you already guessed, is called Hodgepodge.
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 I can't make a dick joke.
Well-
Poor Dick. I don't know.
Nothing. There's nothing there.
There's nothing there.
Fallow ground.
Wow.
Well, question number 1. He grew up in a brothel run by his grandmother, Marie Carter, where his alcoholic mother was a prostitute. He won an Emmy in 1973, 5 Grammys, and in 1974, the Writers Guild of America Award. The first Kennedy Prize ever for his type of work was presented to him in 1998. Name him.
Locked in.
Man.
I have an easy mode.
I don't want it. I'm locked in.
Kelsey, you're locked in?
You locked in after
Immediately.
4 words.
Yeah.
I thought
After
you
you
did.
said brothel, I was like, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to Davo.
Richard Pryor.
Andy
Richard Pryor.
What?
and Kels.
Richard Pryor.
Richard Franklin Lennox Thomas Pryor is
What?
correct. And the Kennedy Award was for the Mark Twain Award. The first one ever given was to him. And he is truly probably the best ever. Richard Pryor. Good job, guys.
Thank
How
you.
about that? Finally,
Mhm.
finally got everybody on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Question number 2 in Hodgepodge. What is the name of the round, old-faced man with a mustachio and a top hat who serves as a mascot in the game of Monopoly?
Oh, locked in.
I'm locked in.
Yeah, this is wrong, but I'm locked in.
All right. Davo.
Sir Richard's Killer of Friendships.
Wait a
I know.
Killer of friendships.
Really?
Yeah.
I know families, and I've heard that that in England there are families, in royal families, who do not play the game because of the feuds that it will start. That's a good answer. And Kels.
I said Rich Uncle Moneybags.
All right. And Andy.
You know, I locked in very quickly and I realized you were asking a different question. He's based on J.P. Morgan, and I thought that you were asking, but of course, J.P. Morgan isn't fit our theme.
That's
Well,
that's
some
right.
would say he did.
Well, so the question is, do I give somebody partial credit?
Please be me. Please be me.
That would be you. I'm gonna give you half points.
It's Moneybags. I know it's Moneybags.
It's Rich Uncle Pennybags.
Penny
Yeah,
bags.
okay.
I know it's bags or something.
So I'm giving Kels 5 points for that because he got pretty close.
Thank you.
Can I have 2 points for meta commentary on the trauma that game inflicts?
Meta commentary.
Trivia nugget, it's supposed to.
Yeah.
No,
doubt. It's designed that way. Yeah.
It's designed that way. The original, it was came out during the Progressive era, and it was originally called Tenement. And it was a protest game, if you will. It was supposed to show that the way the American economy worked, once somebody got rich, they dominated the marketplace and did not allow for fair competition.
It shows that very well.
And that's how Monopoly's played. Yeah, Monopoly shows totally by chance, by the luck of the roll, somebody will start getting ahead. And once that person starts getting ahead, there's no stopping them.
Well, question number 3 in Hodgepodge is about Dick Clark. Dick Clark's American Bandstand was among the first in which black and white performers performed on the same stage, and also among the first live studio audiences to sit together without racial segregation. The show had many musical artists first, such as Tina Turner, Smokey Robinson, Stevie Wonder, Simon Garfunkel, Prince, and Madonna. How long did Dick Clark host American Bandstand? And it's 1 point off for each year you are off.
Oh, that's an interesting
This
question.
is out of my. Ooh, okay.
All right. I'm locked in with a total guess because it's a number.
I would hope it would be a number.
The correct, I said Q.
And the Batman symbol. All right, I'm locked in.
Andy, you're locked in?
No, I'm still thinking. I'm trying to logic this out. I'm trying to remember what year it came out.
1490.
Stop it. I believe it premiered in 55. And I believe when I was a senior in high school, which would have been 88, was when it shut down. So that is 33 years. That's what I'm going with.
All right.
If he's right, I undershot this by a lot.
Okay. Kels, what'd you say?
I said 15.
Ooh.
15. And Davo?
42.
42.
Goodness.
Well, Andy, you said 33. Your years were off in terms of it started in 56 and ended in 89, but it is 33 years.
Wow.
I got a point. I'm happy with an 8 point.
You did.
Way to go, Andy.
Very
33
good. 33
years. That was good deduction there.
I liked American Bandstand. I used to watch it because that was, before MTV. And
I
MTV
was
killed it.
more of a solid gold guy myself.
in the Chicago area on Sunday mornings, Soul Train was first, and then American Bandstand, and I'd watch them both.
Well, there you go. That's a good start to your musical knowledge.
Yeah, it is.
Well, question number 4. Richard was an American artist, systems theorist, author, designer, inventor, and futurist. His writings, published more than 30 books, he coined the popular terms spaceship Earth and synergistics. Although the thing he is most famous for was invented by the Germans in 1926, he was awarded a U.S. patent in 1941. A set of carbon molecules were later named by scientists for their structural and mathematical resemblance to the shape for which he is best known. He is also the second president of Mensa. I have an easy mode.
Gonna need it.
Does anybody have Neil's phone number?
No kidding.
This is a great question.
This is a fabulous question.
Yes, it
I am
is.
taking easy mode.
I'm taking easy mode.
Easy mode for me too.
His first name was Richard, but he is best known by the initial R, followed by his middle and last name. And he is considered the father of this architectural structure.
Can I get another easy mode?
Sure. If you guys want, I'll give you an easy mode.
No, I'm just locking. I'm ending the pain. I'm locking in.
All right. Hold on. I'll give you 10 points if you lock in now. I'll give you 5 points if you take the other easy mode.
Okay, I'm
I'll
unlocking.
take another easy. I'll take another easy mode.
Another
Sure.
easy one. Yeah. Thanks, substitute sensei.
I'll take the
He is
We
the
can come up with a better name than Substitute Sensei.
semi-sensei.
Sensei.
He is the father of the geodesic dome.
Yep, still don't know.
Okay, I'm locking in with my original
I
answer
was
for
about
no
to say,
points.
this one doesn't change anything. But
I've lived in a
like it.
geodesic dome.
I'm gonna, it's,
How?
I'm like that.
All right.
Locked
And
in.
Andy, what do you
You
say?
said it starts with R.
Yes.
Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret.
Okay. And Davo.
Arlie Ermy.
Oh, man. You
Maggot.
got my answer.
Well, okay.
When and how you sweep is a vital part of curling.
It is R. Buckmeister Fuller.
Son of a. I knew
Wow.
that.
I did not.
I did not.
I knew that.
I was surprised none of you knew it.
You
I
have
did
such a
poorly
high
on
opinion
random
of us.
Well, we go to the scoreboard and we have Davo with 130,
Woo!
Kels with 144, and Andy with 162. Well, going into the final round, we've got 130 to 144 to 162. So here we go. If you are uber wealthy, you just might be a dick, but you're certainly rich.
Or not even pretending anymore.
No, we're not. So
Okay.
among the richest billionaires in the world includes 16 Americans out of the top 25. They are worth each are worth more than $50 billion. Of course, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, and Jeff Bezos are on that list.
Oh, come on!
Oh, man.
Come on!
Those were gimmies. Name
Billion.
any 10 of the other 13 for 10 points each.
Worth 50 billion, right?
50 billion.
50?
That was cruel what you
And
did there.
who did you eliminate off top?
All the three everybody knows.
Gates,
Oh,
Buffett, and Bezos.
Okay. I just
No,
want to write
he
them down so
did.
they don't.
I say he did.
I say he did.
You think trivia is your ally. I was born into trivia, molded by it. Witness the destruction of these three fools in a moment.
In 1957, Laika became the first animal to orbit Earth. What kind of animal was Laika?
What is the only team in the Big Four North American sports leagues which shares its name with one of the Avengers?
And here's one more question for you. Are you the type of person who enjoys playing trivia games, learning new things, and having a bit of fun along the way?
If you are, or if you just want to find out the answers to those other questions, then our podcast, Quiz and Hers, might be right up your alley.
Each week, one of us writes new trivia questions for the other person, covering everything from science to history to pop culture to sports.
And every question in a game relates to some theme, like Game of Thrones,
Internet memes,
sandwiches,
or animals in space.
Some of the themes make more sense than others.
So if you like trivia, learning, or real couples testing each other's knowledge and patience, check out our podcast, Quiz and Hers, part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network.
Quiz and Hers, the trivia podcast where we test each other's knowledge and the strength of our relationship.
And now let's see if they've come up with the right answer. Finishing up my list: Richie Rich, Bruce Wayne, Tony Stark.
Ooh,
I was contemplating asking a Richie Rich question.
I'm glad you didn't, unless it was from the movie, which I saw a few times.
In reality, would Bruce Wayne be one of the richest people in America?
I think he's third.
Yeah.
I think he's listed. I thought I heard that comic book wise, he's third.
Lex Luthor's just behind him.
Oh, Lex Luthor. I thought of that.
Bruce Wayne, and then Tony Stark.
Correct.
And then
Isn't T'Challa pretty high up there?
T'Challa's the richest by a mile.
Correct.
Oh.
He's a trillionaire because of all the vibranium.
Vibranium.
Yeah.
Wakanda.
Very good. Should have asked that question.
I would have thought, if you would have asked me that, I would have said Tony Stark was the richest.
It's all about the mineral wealth, man, not just the tech stocks.
That makes sense.
The Jericho.
I like how we've immediately departed from reality. Like,
because it's billions. It is departing from reality.
This is current event reality stuff. Leave me out of it.
Let me see.
I got 5, and I'm stumped.
I have 8.
I got 7.
I'm locked in with my 10.
Okay.
Let's see.
I got 6, and one of them I'm gonna have to plead mercy on.
Mercy.
If it comes up at all.
And I can fill out this list, dude.
If we're including comic book characters.
Oh, I have 10.
All right. Well, let's go to the final question, and it is: if you are uber wealthy with 50 billion or more, you just might be a dick, but you're certainly rich. So let's go to the 25 and list the Americans. At number 25, we have Phil Knight.
I did not think of Phil Knight.
I've been to that library.
Number 24 is Michael Dell.
Oh.
Number 22 is Mackenzie Scott.
Got her.
No.
Yeah, shoot.
Number 21 is Michael Bloomberg.
Got it.
Ooh.
Yeah, Bloomberg.
Did not think of Bloomberg.
Number 19, 18, and 17. And your comment is they're not from around here. They are Rob Walton, Jim Walton, and Alice Walton.
I wrote down Alice and Jim.
I got Alice, Jim, and Bill.
Okay,
I don't think
this is where I was gonna have to plead. Where I said I needed to plead, I have Alice Walton, and below Alice Walton, I wrote Walton Brothers.
Boo!
Because I don't know their names.
You could be talking about Bill and Luke. So
yeah, all right.
You could be talking about them on Walton Mountain.
It's
thank you, John Boy.
John Boy.
At number 13 is Steve Ballmer.
Got him.
Nope.
Number 9.
Number
9 is Sergey Brin.
Who the hell is that?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, that's new.
And number 8 is Larry Page. They started a company that they were offered something like, I'll say $1 billion. And the guy at Yahoo said, "You're out of your bleeping mind." And the company they started was called Google.
Oh,
wow.
Well,
yeah.
Yahoo's made a series of mistakes in their career.
Yahoo.
Yeah. That's one of them.
I'm kind of waiting for somebody to offer us that kind of money here at Brain Ladle.
Yeah.
I'm just putting it out there right now. If somebody has $1 billion they want to throw, I would take it.
Well, if somebody has a value meal from Wendy's, we'll take it.
Right. El Camino up on blocks. It seems like a fair trade.
Number 7, by the way, is Larry Eliason.
Who the hell's that?
No.
Intel.
Intel.
Number 6 would be Warren Buffett, but gave that one.
Yeah.
Number 5 is Mark Zuckerberg.
Got it.
Oh, I forgot about Zuckerberg.
Well, I forgot about him because we're not sure if he's human.
He would qualify as a dick.
He's an American droid.
Yes, indeed.
He would qualify. Well, number 4 is Bill Gates, soon to probably be number 10 once the divorce is done.
Once that,
poor
dude.
Yeah, once that,
yeah, poor dude. And number 3 is Elon Musk.
He's from Switzerland. He's not
I thought
American.
he was South African.
He's not American.
He is considered an American.
I put him down.
Oh, of course you did.
Of course you did, because you don't know nothing.
All right.
Okay, you just made my list.
Okay. He is an American citizen as of 2002.
Okay.
Man.
You guessed. Don't pretend like you knew what you were doing.
Yeah.
I had no idea about his childhood. I just presumed he was American.
So let's go to the tally. Let's start with Davo.
I got 4.
4. And Kels, how many did you get?
4.
4. And Andy.
I got 4.
So
Okay.
really, we did that for nothing.
We did that for nothing at all. Spinning our wheels.
The needle moved a little.
Well, Davo, you ended up with 170 points.
Boom.
Kels with 184.
Boom.
Which leaves Andy with 202.
Boom.
Victorious.
Congratulations, Andy. We like
Thank
to
you,
rib you,
everybody.
but yeah.
You made my day with the Ringo Starr.
Yeah, that one's done.
But you know what takes away the sting? Victory.
Oh, I was thinking gin.
Oh, that too. Thank you very much, Semi-Sensei, Sensei, Barry.
Padawan?
Are you the Padawan learner?
Yeah, I like that better.
The apprentice, maybe, if we're on the other side of the force.
Though he might then kill a bunch of children.
He might. Thanks, Barry,
We'll
for all
work
the
on
good
that.
questions.
Well, you're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed them, or at least I hope you enjoyed them, except for the Ringo Starr question. But
I enjoyed that question immensely.
So did I.
And Kels, you're the man.
What did I do?
You're here.
So thanks, Dave.
So from all of us here at the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast, this is your host, Davo, with Kels.
Unless you are already a Richard, don't be a Richard.
Andy.
So long, ladle brainers.
And Barry.
Thank you, everybody. And just remember, don't be a dick.
Signing off. I gotta save this. You guys may not know this, but we do have a YouTube channel where we upload our episodes. So if you find yourself, at the office where you can't have the earbuds in on your phone, pop us up there on YouTube and listen on company time. I think that's a great idea. Guys?
You don't have a job, so.
What's on the screen when you're playing it?
Just a wonderful picture of our logo. So it blends in nicely to the background. Very unobtrusive.
Okay.
Not a lot of flickering motion. So it's very easy to get all that trivia goodness while covertly breaking company policy.
Okay.
Hold on a minute. I got to remember there's a mute thing. Hold on. I got to clear my throat.
You know, the magic of the mute thing is you don't have to announce it.
Yeah, it just kind of
You just hit it and let us do our thing. But I guess the whole world will stop.
Can one faux pas pass without you assholes commenting on it?
One fox pause. Yes. Yes.
I'm
You're
back.
correct, Davo.
And
You're
better
right.
than ever.
For the
All
Bishop
right, take it
thing,
from
I
the top.
Well, let's go to question number 4 in TV.
You know, Barry.
What is the
We're
right
gonna
leave
find
us
out
in
who the person
suspense?
is.
Hey, I'm new at this. Sorry.
Yeah, rule question then answer, question then answer. It's a rhythm. 1, 2, 1, 2.
If you were smart enough, you'd know.
So
The
would
only
you.
way you're going to learn.
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
Tough
The
love
correct
from
answer
Barry.
is he was King of England and Lord of Ireland from 1483 until his death in 1840, or excuse me,
Whoa.
from 1483. Easy. Let's start over.
Let's
So start from the very top.
Crap. All right.
Probably said these before. You feel free to edit.
I will.
Yeah.
1970s.
That is like the only funk song you know. The only funk song you know.
It is.
It is so good.
The preceding podcast was presented by Brain Ladle Productions. All rights reserved.